Alright, now, story for Sonic Generations. As you would expect, the story here is pretty silly and generic. In the story, of course, you follow both the Sonics, the original and the new one, and they are out trying to save their friends from this big black oozy fog looking thing. It's not even Eggman, it's just this big black oozy looking thing that takes their friends and he has to go save them. So that's really the story. It's generic, it's silly, it's stupid, it doesn't really have many twists at all, but that's exactly what you'd expect from a Sonic game. Anyway, let's go on to the sound. Now, the sound in Sonic Generations. The sound is a mixed bag. I'll tell you why. Because the voice acting is... Oh my god. The voice acting is so ear-piercingly bad that I just couldn't stand it anymore and I just stopped listening to it. Like, I just read subtitles. I could not listen to the voice acting anymore because it's some of the worst voice acting I've heard in maybe the last 1 or 2 years. It's just so bad. It really is. I just want to take a gun and blow my goddamn brains out because it was so bad. It really was. But I'll say this, the sound design and the soundtrack are nostalgic as hell, and they're actually fantastic because they use the same sound effects that they used back when, when the original came out, for of course the old stages. The new ones, they use the newer sound effects, that's fine. They all sound great. The soundtrack is very nostalgic, really good, and there you go. I like the sound design, I like the soundtrack, I just hate the voice acting. It's so bad! Oh my god. So, yeah, let's go on to the graphics. Now, the graphics. I was expecting a game that looked very lush and beautiful and very colorful. Hell, I was expecting something that looked like a cartoon. And that's exactly what I actually got from this game. This game is actually really nice to look at, very pleasing to the eyes, and there's not really that many problems with the graphics at all. I mean, it's very colorful, very nice. If I had to say like one or two things that's wrong with it, sometimes you get a little close to the environment, you can see some of the textures are a little blurry, and sometimes it slows down, and when it chugs like that, it doesn't make the graphics look very appealing because you're just chugging along. It just doesn't make it look appealing. But for the most part, the graphics are really nice, very colorful, really cool color template that they use. I loved it. I really did. The graphics are great in this game. So let's go on to the gameplay. Now, the gameplay for Sonic Generations. Of course, in this game, it gives you two things to play as. You get to play as the original Sonic and the new Sonic. The original Sonic, of course, being the 2D viewpoint from the original Sonics that we all know and love. Just going fast, running through a level, trying to get there as fast as you can, and killing enemies and collecting coins. Of course, that is what Sonic is. That's just fun. Like Mario to me is best when he's a 2D platformer, and the same thing for Sonic. When he goes 3D, it can either be good or terrible, and for the most part, it's been terrible for the last 10 years, so finally we get 2D Sonic again, and it doesn't suck like Sonic 4. It's great here. The thing is, the 3D Sonic, because you do get 3D Sonic in this game, it's bad. It really is. And I know many people are going to hate me for saying that, but I just don't think the 3D Sonic in this game is well implemented at all. I just think the controls are very slippery, very loose, and just annoying. The camera angles are just terrible, and the level designs in the beginning are good, but later on, they become more cumbersome to navigate through because there's so many obstacles in your way that it's like, hey, you want to go fast? Go fast. Oh, wait, here's an obstacle. Jump over it. Okay, go fast again for another 2 seconds. Oh, wait, here's an enemy now. And it's just annoying. It really is. And that's my opinion. I just don't think the 3D Sonic in this game is all that great. I mean, it's not even close to as bad as Sonic 06. But it's not all that great. If I had to give a score just to the 3D Sonic, I would give it a 5, and I would give the Sonic 2D a 9, really. Maybe even a 9.5, to be honest, because the 2D Sonic is amazing. The 3D Sonic is mediocre, in my opinion. What else do you have in the game? Well, in the campaign of the game, in the story mode, you have to go through a bunch of acts in the game. And after you beat 3 acts, you can fight a boss fight in the game. And the boss fights are kind of disappointing, but they're not terrible at all. And also, you get a Xbox Live mode where you can actually contend with other people playing the game by like trying to beat their high score, their best time for a level. And that could add some replay value if you're very competitive with that kind of thing. But to me, I'm just not. The single player itself is about 5 to 6 hours long. And for a $50 game, that's not really great, and definitely when the 3D Sonic to me is just not very good. So anyway, there's my review for Sonic Generations. Many people are going to disagree, but that's fine. You can disagree as much as you want, but my opinion will still stand. So anyway, there you go. There's my review for Sonic Generations. Thank you and goodbye.
Sonic.